So we're going to boop, come down here. Now when you're working down around this guy, there's a dealer right there as well. This one is a total crap roll with the way that they did it. When you complete the quest, you've got to go out to the Carillion Hills, which is out there, to collect your primary chest. And then you've got to go to a totally different place, which is a level 10 area, to get the main drop item chest. And of course, since you're not level 10, it won't let you in there, and if you haven't paid or have a VIP account, you may not be able to get in there at all. So doing this quest under the current standard is basically, for all intents and purposes, except for the wand, friggin' useless, in my personal opinion. They need to fix that. If I've done a quest and it's a level 3 to level 4 quest, I should be able to go to pick my chest up and not have to get blocked going to a level 10 area. Let's see, where were we going here? Oh, that's right, we're going over here. If you see a clear cup, that means you cannot take that quest. Either sometimes you don't have the packet, the VIP status, or you're not a high enough level. Spiders, not giant man-eating spiders, no zombie spiders, no flaming spewing mechanical spiders, just spiders. Well, I can do that. However, there is a glitch on this. Not a glitch so much, but a way to easily fail the quest. Now you remember during all of the quest, give me a second, I want to do something here. Audio. We're going to cut the Dungeon Master narration off. In here, when you enter a quest, it doesn't matter what they tell you on the outside. When you enter this quest, read your listing. Okay? Failure. If you break more than if you break 10 sarcophagi, you have failed this quest. Also, if you're in an area small enough that the spiders are attacking or whatever is attacking you, and they break these, you still fail. Okay? You do not have to physically do it. Anything during combat, if you're engaged with an NPC or whatever, and they do something that goes into this failure category, you could get nailed for it and fail the entire quest. Now what we're going to do, there is a way to get around this. Melee fighters. If you're going to be melee fighting, you need to pull the NPCs or the mobs into an open area where you do not accidentally hit any of these sarcophagi. If you're a spellcaster, make sure you're not using an area of effect spell in a closed area, because it will destroy these, and you will fail this particular quest. Alright? So we need to look at areas that we can bring these critters out into the open, the mobs, like that guy, where we're not running into a chance of accidentally breaking these. So I'm going to bring him back to here. There we go. Our next area would be right in here to keep them out, and or there's an area back here that's a little bit wider, like right here, for melee and stuff, but we want to keep them away from these. Ah, see what I mean? I thought I had enough clearance. Okay. I knew that was... I know I'm using an area of effect spell. I did not see that one there. I should have known there was one across from that. Here we have two stones. That means we've got to trip 2 levers or puzzles or whatever in order to access that. But we do have an open area here. So I can come back around here. And I need to pull these guys away from all of this so I do not accidentally break another chest. And of course, my finger didn't lift off. Sometimes my hands don't do what I tell them to. That's the one thing about spell casting and me doing range stuff, is I can really just mess myself up if I don't watch what I'm doing. And sometimes it's just unavoidable. That's why I try to bring them out into areas that I do not accidentally do that. However, the spell that I'm using will hit all of that in the background. It is a... I should have come over here so that when they come in I could hit them and my spells didn't overshoot. I missed him because the first shot did a crit and killed him. So the second shot, which is typically takes 2 to kill these guys, bypassed and went straight on into the next object directly behind him. Okay. So now we've cleared out all of this area, and we need to go down this way. This is where things get gnarly, because you go into tight quartered spaces. However, I do have this space here I can lead them into to avoid breaking stuff. And again, I want to make sure. See, that was it. Normally it takes 2, but I did a crit, so boom. I really have to be careful with that. Alright. There's another spider. I want to bring them back to here. This way, even if I'm a melee, I've got plenty of room to wield around and not worry about accidentally popping one of those. Ooh, I must have done some good damage on him. You can collect this stuff. A lot of it is no longer useful. It used to be items, but every once in a while, if you collect enough, you can sell it. But in my opinion, a lot of that stuff now is just useless bag filler to get you to get more inventory space. Now, you see these little spots right here. Each of these is where, when I pull this lever, I'm going to have a bunch of spiders come in. I need to vacate this area as fast as possible because the spiders start attacking and they'll destroy all of this stuff while fighting you, or you'll hit them while swinging or whatever, and you'll fail the quest. So the first thing I want to do is get the heck out of Dodge. I stay against this wall so they don't accidentally hit those sarcophagi. And I may have to go troll them on further to kite them in. See, if I shoot him, I'm going to break all of those because of my spell. And that's what it wants you to do, so you fail the quest. And I really don't feel like failing the quest. So I'm going to bring them back to here. There we go. I run a chance of hitting that one, but with my back against this one, and I'm shooting right into here, I've basically countered that I will not destroy that. I've only got 8 left. So I've only got 8 mistakes before I fail this thing, and I do not want to do that on the first run. So now we're going to go back around to the other side. This is where we came in. We cleared this area. We came in, we cleared that area, we came back, we cleared that area, pulled and cleared all of this, and then we came in and cleared this area, and now I'm just about betting, because I happen to have played it and know, that my other lever is back over here in an identical room. Since I'm hitting them here, if they got right up next to me, my spells would not be able to hit them. This is a glitch in the game when it comes to close quarter combat. So you've really got to watch your spell casting, and sometimes you may even have to back away from them to be able to hit it. Because for some reason it says if I'm sitting here holding them in a death hug and I cast a flame hand or whatever, I'm not going to do any damage. Because they're inside my spell range, or inside my minimum spell range. So we got to watch that. Now we're going to come around again. You see these, look for these things like this. Sometimes these will give you clues as to what you may be handling. Well, ahead of time of what you're facing. There we go. Now we've cleared all of those, and now we have to slay the brown spider queen. Remember that door that we had to pull the levers for? That's where we're going to find her. So we're going to come back up and see here, when they were chasing me, they broke 2 sarcophagi. And that's why you've got to be really careful. Just me kiting them away, they broke sarcophagi that could cause me to fail this quest. There we go. You'll notice as well, when we've done this, we have another male. There we go. Now I could just walk my way all the way back around and out, but I'm just going to click finish. Make sure everything here, and it says status completed. Some of these, which are optionals, you can bypass as long as it says status completed. Alright, you'll notice this one gives me lightning and enhancement, but the spell that I'm using is a force-based spell. So I want to keep that quarterstaff because it gives me a plus 34 passive bonus to force spell power. So we'll just take that and sell that for later.